Yo hitters, I'm sure you can relate to this. At some point in your life, your batting practice sessions were phenomenal. Your swing felt amazing. Your confidence was astronomical. But when it came down to game times, the results didn't take care of itself. And you know what they say, don't focus on the results, focus on the process. But it's kind of hard not thinking about the results that I've been getting because damn, I'm 0 for my last 10, coach. Like, I need a hit. Like, what do I have to do to get a hit? Do you want my finger? Take it. I'm sure you've all been through that, but maybe not to that extreme. At the end of the day, our focus is on the wrong thing. It's on the result, which, first of all, we can't even control how hard we hit it, and we also can't control where it falls. What we can control, these two things that we're going to talk about right now as to reasons why you're not hitting in games. Trust me, I fell for this, and I kind of still do. But we're going to give you 2 reasons and solutions. So with that, we're going to meet you at the field. Take the time to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and let's get it, because the time is always now. First major reason I see kids don't hit in games is because they focused on maximum velo. When you're over here trying to do maximum velo every single swing, you think extra, right? You think extra movement, you think extra effort. You might be ripping the ball off the tee, but when it comes to games, now your head's slightly turning out and you're just missing contact. So that's why you don't hit in games. So we got this nifty little gadget right here that allows you to see the color of the ball after you hit the ball. So at the point of contact, you will see a light come up, and the idea is to see the light. So the idea of maximum velo, it's all about hitting the ball as hard as you can, right? And honestly, in the games, you can't control that. You can't control how hard you hit it, and if somebody tells you they do, then they will hit every ball they swing at, right? Every swing will result in a boom, bomb, but that's not the case. We miss. So this, luckily for us, we got a ZVT that allows you to take your real swings and keep your head right on the ball, because that's number one. If you don't see the ball, if you don't barrel it up, it doesn't matter how hard you swing or how much exit velo you're going for, you're not going to hit it. So rule number 1 of being a good hitter, of course, picking up baseballs like Miggy said. But rule number 2 is barrels. You got to get the barrel. So you should watch some of these bat path videos so you can get a feel of what this bat path is all about. But on to the next one. First, let's hit it.
Yay.
With this. So think about this pinky through the ball, same thing we just said, and then watch your hand follow. All right, so right here, OJ, you're good, you're good. And then just try to blast this through. But it's this, not this. Stop. For those right here, your hands are just going straight from here to here. So you know when you hear hands to the ball, that's exactly what you did. But instead of taking the hands to the ball this way, where you're using your right hand and you're doing all this weird stuff, you're taking it straight to it and letting the bat ride. So that's what you want to think about when you start flipping. Now this next reason you're not hitting in games is because you are not aware of your heart rate. Where do you get your pizzas from?
I got my pizzas up from Georgia.
Now, I wasn't aware of my heart rate for a really long time. I just thought I can deal with the extra adrenaline, and that didn't work out in the long term because it just added a bunch of stress to what shouldn't be stressful. So what I do now is I rely on this guy right here to let me know what my heart rate is at any given moment, and I've been incorporating that into my at-bats. Not everybody has a very cool gadget like this that measures your heart rate, but there's natural ways to lower your heart rate. Move slow, breathe. Now when you're moving, make sure you move slow. A common mistake I see is a lot of kids run into their batting stance, kind of like from across the dugout. They just run into home plate to get ready to hit. And moving fast is just kind of like fighting fire with fire. You're moving fast and then further increasing your heart rate. What you want to do is lower it. You lower it by moving slow. Moving slow allows you to move with a purpose. It allows you to stay in the moment. It allows you to think with a clear mind. When you're thinking with a clear mind, you understand what your pitcher is trying to do to you, but most importantly, you understand what you're trying to do with your body to make sure that you're on time with his best fastball. The Zerber breath. I made this name up because I kind of looked up what the word was for blowing on a baby's belly. You know that you do with babies, just play around?
I didn't even know there was a word for that.
Yeah, I looked it up. I'm like, what's it called? And it said Zerber. And that's pretty much what we're doing, just without baby bellies. We're doing it at the plate. And that allows you to relax your muscles in your face. And if your muscles are relaxed in your face, so are your eyes. So if you're not too fond of the Zerber technique, then you can try something we call box breathing, which is where I kind of thought of this heart rate idea from. It's a guy named Steph Curry. He's kind of good at basketball. He's a really good three-point shooter. He's pretty good. What he's really good at is lowering his heart rate over 20 beats in just a 90-second timeout, and he does this technique called box breathing. This is where you pick a number, anywhere between 3 and up. The lower you start, the better. Take that number and you inhale that number. You hold that number. You exhale that number, and then you hold that number. So if it's 3, I'm gonna inhale for 3, hold for 3, exhale for 3, and then hold for 3 before I repeat it. If you feel like your heart's bumping, then this is a really good technique to use to help lower your heart rate, because you want to go up there with a heart rate low, because this thing is hard already, and just adrenaline and stress and your cortisol level raising is not going to help you in this game. So with that, put these tips to use, because we're here for you, right? We're here to help you get better. So get to work right now, because last time I checked, the time is always now.